As I did Grand Prix, Steve was originally slated to do that movie. So when I got the part in Grand Prix, I called him and I said, Steve, I want to tell you before you hear it from somebody else that I'm going to do Grand Prix. Well, there was about a $20 silence there on the telephone. He didn't talk to me for about a year and a half, and we were next door neighbors.
Steve McQueen, known as the King of Cool, epitomized Hollywood's golden era with his rugged looks, daredevil stunts, and unmistakable charisma. But behind the scenes, the reality was far less glamorous. While fans idolized McQueen's tough guy persona, James Garner, one of Tinseltown's most respected and level-headed actors, offered a scathing yet insightful critique of McQueen's character and career. So, what exactly did Garner have to say about McQueen? Stick around as we unravel the truth about their complicated relationship and why Garner described McQueen in brutally honest terms. The Great Escape and The Great Divide. James Garner and Steve McQueen shared the screen in the classic 1963 film The Great Escape, portraying prisoners of war plotting an elaborate breakout from a Nazi camp. Garner's flight lieutenant Bob Hendley and McQueen's captain Virgil Hiltz seemed to complement each other on screen, but off-screen, their relationship was far less harmonious. Garner, known for his easygoing demeanor, found McQueen's behavior on set disruptive and ego-driven. According to Garner, McQueen was insecure about his role, throwing tantrums over the script and demanding changes to make his character more heroic. Garner later revealed in his memoir, The Garner Files, that McQueen's antics nearly led the film's director, John Sturges, to restructure the story, elevating Garner's role instead. While Garner appreciated the offer, he chose diplomacy, sitting down with McQueen to address his grievances. The result? McQueen got his way. Additional motorcycle stunts were added to his role, cementing his image as the ultimate rebel. But Garner wasn't impressed. Reflecting on the experience, he famously described McQueen as a stubborn little cuss and a poser who cultivated the image of a macho man. The Kiss of Death, Garner's brutal take on McQueen's acting. In the realm of Hollywood, few critiques sting as much as being called a bad actor. Garner didn't shy away from leveling this blow at McQueen, comparing him unfavorably to the likes of Marlon Brando. While Garner acknowledged McQueen's magnetic screen presence, he dismissed him as more of a movie star than a true actor. He had a persona he brought to every role, Garner said, but you could always see him acting. That's the kiss of death. This distinction between acting and persona wasn't just professional criticism, it was personal. Garner valued authenticity in both craft and character, qualities he felt McQueen lacked. While audiences loved McQueen's aloof, cool demeanor, Garner saw it as a mask for deep insecurity. An insecure legend, the darker side of Steve McQueen. McQueen's personal life reflected the same insecurities that plagued him professionally. His jealousy extended even to Garner, whom he reportedly suspected of having an affair with his wife, Neely Adams. Garner dismissed the accusation, attributing it to McQueen's paranoia and envy of tall, dark men. Despite this, Garner likened their dynamic to that of feuding brothers. He, the older, more grounded sibling, and McQueen, the volatile, attention-seeking younger one. These insecurities often manifested in troubling ways. McQueen's ex-wife later recounted harrowing experiences of abuse, including one instance where he held a gun to her head. Such behavior painted a stark contrast to the suave, effortless charm he projected on screen. Hey, Golden Throwback fans, ready to take a trip down memory lane? Perfect Fifth has you covered with graphic tees that celebrate the music you love. Check out this cassette-era design, a tribute to those mixtape days. Or vibe with Melting Vinyl Sunset, bringing back the golden age of records. And, for the Patriots, Stars, Stripes, and Strings, combines music and Americana in a style all your own. Get it for yourself or as the perfect gift for the music lover in your life. And right now, get 30% off your order with code THROWBACK30 at checkout. Click the link in the description to shop now. Perfect fifth. Wear the rhythm. Relive the moments. James Garner, the man you should admire instead. If McQueen represented the classic image of Hollywood cool, Garner embodied its moral compass. Raised in Depression-era Oklahoma, Garner survived a brutal childhood, served in the Korean War, and rose to fame through sheer determination and talent. While McQueen's career often relied on his brooding persona, Garner's was built on versatility and genuine charm. He excelled in roles that balanced humor, empathy, and strength, from Brett Maverick in Maverick to Jim Rockford in The Rockford Files. Unlike McQueen, Garner was universally beloved on set, known for standing up to bullies and advocating for fairness. "I cannot stand to see little people picked on by big people," he once said, a principle he lived by throughout his career. A tale of two stars. Both McQueen and Garner had their share of hardships, but they approached life and fame very differently. McQueen's troubled upbringing and resulting insecurities led him to treat others poorly, both professionally and personally. Garner, on the other hand, turned his struggles into a source of empathy and strength. While McQueen's star burned bright and fast, Garner's legacy endured, marked by a career that spanned 6 decades and a reputation for kindness and integrity. Even in motorsports, a shared passion, Garner arguably outshone McQueen. During the making of Grand Prix, Garner's natural talent behind the wheel impressed professional racers, with some claiming he could have competed in Formula One. Meanwhile, McQueen's Le Mans, while visually stunning, was criticized for its lack of narrative depth. The final word, Garner's graceful assessment. Despite his criticisms, Garner didn't harbor lasting resentment toward McQueen. In the Garner Files, he described McQueen as not a bad guy, just insecure. This nuanced view reflects Garner's characteristic grace, offering a critique without cruelty. For Garner, McQueen's bravado was less about malice and more about masking vulnerability. Still, Garner's candid assessment serves as a reminder that true greatness isn't about how cool you look. It's about how you treat others and the legacy you leave behind. James Garner's words about Steve McQueen weren't just a critique of one man. They were a reflection on the difference between image and substance. While McQueen captivated audiences with his iconic style, Garner proved that true coolness comes from authenticity, humility, and compassion. So, the next time you're tempted to emulate the king of cool, consider following the example of someone even cooler, James Garner. After all, it's not about the sunglasses you wear, it's about the person behind them. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about James Garner's brutally honest take on Steve McQueen? Do you agree with Garner's critique, or do you think McQueen's iconic persona outweighs his flaws? Let us know in the comments below.